So here we have a little bit of switchgrass beside this trail. So you can see it's very light and airy looking, but the seed's a nice sized grain. And if you're collecting this in large volumes, usually I use a scythe and I'll actually like grab a whole chunk like that and cut it off and throw it into my bag. But if you're just collecting small amounts, again, you just pinch with your finger and then just run it along. And the seeds that are ripe are going to come off in your hand, and you can see most of them have come off. And what I have in my hand is the seed. And you can run this across the screen to clean it a little bit better. Winnow it, and then basically you've got seed. So you can see up the top here, there's one that doesn't have its pericarp on it, and so that's what the seed looks like without all the chaff on it. You can take it down to that level by grinding the seed a little bit, but for the most part, if you're not using a precision seeder, if you're just hand broadcasting in your garden or on a smaller restoration site, then it's perfectly clean like this, and it'll spread fine. And usually I cold stratify this, so once it's dry fully, I do the test, make sure it feels warm. When the seed's fully dry, usually about 2 or 3 weeks, I leave it on a tarp, turning it regularly. And then you just put it out into a feed bag, usually a feed bag, because the feed bag has air, either a paper or one of those plastic bags, because you can find a lot of them from any sort of farmer that has chickens or different animals. They'll have a lot of these feed bags lying around that have been used. That's usually where I pick them up. And you store them in there in a cool place. It does need the cold dry stratification, and if you want to do propagation, cold wet stratification, usually I put this in water and I put it in the refrigerator, and you can put it in there for about a month, and then the seed's viable. You dry it out, and then you can seed it into your trays or seed it into the garden, and it'll have good germination.